The one-page financial plan has worked so well for us and prospective clients. I want to share the basics of it with you in this video. So I'm going to go over really how to get everything you need to create the one-page plan in the first 15 minutes of talking with a new contact or a prospective client. And then I'm going to go over the 3 things that you need to communicate so that the actual value can be perceived the right way by the person that you're talking with and that they actually want the one-page plan. But first, welcome back. Or if I haven't met you, I'm Dave Zoller. I run Streamline Financial with my business partner, Tim. It's a wealth management firm in the west suburbs of Chicago. And we created this channel for advisors so that we can share some of the things that are working as we grow our business. If this video is helpful for you, subscribe so that you can see these videos and use this channel as a resource for growing your own business. Now, the one-page plan, it comes from Carl Richards. He actually wrote the book, The One-Page Financial Plan, and we've adjusted it a bit, especially since March 2020, to fit our first meetings. And now that probably 95% of our first meetings are virtual or phone calls. And using this and adopting this one-page plan virtually since March of 2020, it's really been a game changer for our firm. So first up, we really only need to discover 3 things in the first meeting. Really, you can do it in the first 10 to 15 minutes in order to create a one-page plan. And those 3 things are what's most important to them, to the person you're talking to, really what they value. Number 2 is where are they currently with their financial situation? And then number 3 is the tangible goals that require money and planning to achieve. Now, you probably already do that, but the success of the one-page plan is really how you discover this info and then how you organize it for them. So stay tuned because I'll tell you how to do exactly that. The way we discover these 3 things is by asking prospective clients a few strategic questions. And the first one is always, so what's on your mind? And that's it. Now, we're just quiet and we listen and we write down their quotes. Writing down their quotes is really the most important part of this. And it's really important that we get their exact words, and I'll tell you why in a minute. There are actually 3 to 4 follow-up questions that we ask after that first one, and I'll include the link to the video that details those, really the first 5 questions that we'll ask in a first meeting process, if you want to see that. And then the next question after those that's related to the one-page plan is helping them quickly share their financial situation. And sometimes people might be hesitant to share all of their financial details if they've never met you, and especially if they're not a referral and it's the first meeting. So here's a great question to ask leading up before you ask about financial questions. And it's something like this. After they share what's on their mind, then you get their quotes, then say, I think I might be able to help you with, and then repeat one of their quotes, one of the things that's most important to them. So I think I might be able to help you with really coming up with an idea or plan around retirement. Do you mind if I ask you a few financial questions? And because you said you could help them with their pain or the problem, they'll be more likely to share info with you. We've actually never had someone say no to this question when we ask it this way. Then the next step is discovering their most important goals. So they'll most likely share many of their goals when you ask the what's on your mind question, but here's another one to ask and get more specific. And this actually came from Bill Bachrach in his book, The Values-Based Financial Planning. And the question is, are there any tangible goals that require money and planning to achieve? That last part, that require money and planning to achieve, makes them think a little bit more than just, the question of what are your goals? So they'll share some and then ask again, or maybe a few times, are there any other tangible goals that you can think of? To really just make sure that they're brainstorming and thinking of everything that's on their mind. So by now, some of their financial goals, where they are currently in their financial life, and then the exact quotes of their problems or their worries or pain and what they're looking for. Now we just need to find out what they value most in life and then communicate 3 things to them so that they actually want the one-page plan. And to find their values, we found it best to ask at the end of the meeting rather right in the beginning. I know Bill Bachrach really makes it a point that you have to ask it as the first question, this values question. But because really what we found is because we spent the time listening to them, even if it's only 15, 20, or 30 minutes, we spent the time listening to them and we've had a conversation and we've showed that we care because we do care about these people that are coming to us. So if we can do that, they're more likely to open up around values versus someone walking into the office and then the first question going deep right away. We found it at the end just has been working better. So before the call ends, we actually say something like this. Can I ask you a sort of non-financial question? And they say usually sure, or really they've always said sure. And I'll say this. So I'm going to be reviewing your plan and putting together some suggestions for you, but since everyone has a different perspective around money, it would really be helpful to know yours before I start to recommend things to you. So I'd be curious to know what's important about money to you. Now this question is key. It's likely that no one's ever asked them this question before, and even if someone has, they're gonna get this sense and this feeling that you do really care because you're asking it. They'll leave the meeting knowing that you're different from really any other advisor or most of the advisors out there. And as they talk and answer this question, write down their answers and save them for the one-page plan. Now, there's a whole process that Bill Bachrach taught on how to do this. And if you're interested in that process for another video, leave a comment below because I can go through how we've done it and how we've adapted it as well in the next video. Now, very quickly, one thing I didn't say is the 3 things that during the meeting we need to communicate to them so that they see the value of the one-page plan and actually want us to create it for them. So those three things are, number 1, most important, is we care. Right? That comes across really when we ask the values-based question and when we're listening to them and really empathizing with what they're looking for. Number 2 is we've done this before with people just like them. And you're the guide, not the hero of the story who knows everything. They're the hero. You're the guide kind of helping them along the way. Now remember, only communicate that you've done this before if you have a target client or if you have current clients that you've helped where these people, these new prospective clients are looking for the same exact thing, then communicate. I'm just trying to say, don't lie to the people, right? And the last thing is the value of the one-page plan. And that's it. There's specific verbiage that we use to communicate those things, and I plan on sharing that in more videos coming up. So please let me know if this has been helpful to you by either leaving a comment or a like, and I'll take note of that so I can expand on the ideas that seem to be most of interest to you or anybody else. So please leave a comment and then I'll create some future videos based on what I hear from you. And if this has been helpful, subscribe so that you don't miss the future videos. And I'll actually put together a video of the one-page plan and what it looks like and how we use it in meetings below. So make sure to look for that. So hope it was helpful. Take care and have a great day.